I never imagined one quiet evening could change everything I thought I knew about my marriage. Sometimes, the smallest moments unravel the deepest truths, and once that thread is pulled, nothing can ever go back to the way it was. This isn't the kind of story you forget, it lingers, heavy and unforgettable, because it forces you to face a part of yourself you never thought existed. I'm Emily, 35 years old. My husband, Ryan, and I have been married for nearly 10 years. Like any couple, we've faced our share of storms, arguments about bills, long nights where work kept us apart, the natural drift that comes with time. But through it all, I believed we were strong, solid, stable. Ryan was my partner, my safe place, my home. And then there was Adam, Ryan's best friend since college. Adam had been around for so long that he felt like part of the family. He was charming, magnetic in a way that drew people in without him even trying. He always knew when to lighten the mood, when to offer advice, when to make Ryan laugh after a long day. I liked having him around. Or at least, I thought I did. That night began like any other. Ryan suggested a casual dinner, just the three of us. A bottle of wine, a good meal, an easy conversation. Nothing unusual. But when Adam walked through the door, I noticed something different. Maybe it was the way his hug lingered for a second too long, or the way his eyes met mine like he was searching for something. I brushed it off. Surely, I was overthinking. Dinner started smoothly. Ryan and Adam slipped into their usual rhythm, laughing, teasing, sharing old college stories. Their voices rose and fell in waves of familiarity while I moved around the kitchen, plating food and pouring drinks. But every time I looked up, Adam's eyes were on me. Not casually. Not in the way a family friend glances across the room. No, his gaze lingered, heavy, as though there was a secret hidden between us that I didn't remember agreeing to share. At the table, Ryan looked so relaxed, so happy. And that made the guilt sink deep into my chest. But Adam's presence was impossible to ignore. Each stolen glance sent a ripple of unease through me, though part of me wondered if unease was the right word. Because it wasn't just discomfort, it was something else too. A spark I didn't want to name. After dinner, we moved to the living room. Ryan carried most of the conversation, but Adam sat closer than usual. His voice dropped lower when he spoke to me, intimate, as though the words were meant for me alone. Every sentence felt charged. My pulse raced, though I tried to keep my face calm, composed. Then Ryan's phone rang. He excused himself, stepping into the hallway to take the call. The air shifted immediately. Silence stretched, thick and alive. Adam leaned in, his eyes locking onto mine. "There's something about you tonight," he said quietly, his voice steady. I laughed nervously, trying to brush it off. "You're imagining things." But he didn't waver. "No, you're different. More alive. More present." My breath caught, my heart hammering. For a split second, the world narrowed until it was just the two of us. His words sank into me, pulling at something buried deep. But then Ryan's voice echoed down the hallway, and just like that, the moment shattered. Adam leaned back, and nothing more was said. Yet everything had already changed. That night, lying beside Ryan in bed, I couldn't stop thinking about Adam. The way his eyes lingered, the low intensity in his voice, the charged silence when we were alone. I told myself to forget it, to move on. But I couldn't. Days passed, and Adam kept visiting like always. Watching the game with Ryan, sharing beers on the back porch, talking about work and old times. To anyone else, nothing had changed. But to me, everything had. I noticed every glance, every smile, every quiet pause between us. Each one whispered a truth I was too afraid to admit. Ryan, of course, hadn't changed at all. He was still thoughtful, attentive, the man I loved. And that was what scared me the most. Because even though nothing was missing, I still felt something unraveling inside me. One evening, while cleaning up after dinner, I overheard a conversation between them. Adam's voice carried from the living room. "You know, I've always admired you too," he said. "It's not easy keeping a marriage strong this long." Ryan laughed. "We've had our ups and downs, but yeah, we make it work." Adam's voice softened, and I froze at the sink. "Yeah, but sometimes you wonder if there's more. More to life." more to love, more to feeling. The words hit me like a storm. I stood there, gripping the edge of the counter, unable to move. Because I knew those words weren't about Ryan. They were about me. The tension only grew after that. We never spoke directly about it, but it was there in every stolen glance, every pause where words should have been. The weight of it hung between us like a secret no one dared to name. Then came the Saturday that changed everything. Ryan had errands to run, leaving Adam and me alone in the house. The silence was unbearable. I sat on the couch, pretending to scroll through my phone, while Adam sat across from me, watching. Finally, he broke it. "You've been avoiding me." I shook my head quickly. "I haven't." But the lie hung in the air, thin and obvious. He leaned forward, his voice gentle. "You don't have to figure it all out right now. But you should know, I don't think what's happening between us is a mistake." My chest tightened. "Adam," I whispered, not knowing what to say. His hand brushed mine, light, tentative, but grounding. "You don't owe me anything. But you owe it to yourself to be honest about how you feel." I stared down at our hands, my mind a battlefield. I loved Ryan. I didn't want to hurt him. But something inside me had shifted, something I couldn't unfeel. "I think I need some time," I finally whispered. My voice was steady, though my heart was trembling. Adam nodded slowly, his eyes never leaving mine. "Take all the time you need. Just don't forget you deserve to be happy." And in that moment, I knew nothing in my life would ever be the same.